Hey guys, this is another video basically explaining my new device. I basically picked up or traded in my Lenovo 7 Venus for a Samsung Galaxy Tab 2. I have it here running Carbon ROM, which is based upon CyanogenMod 10.1, and it's running here very nicely actually. It's pretty smooth, it's fast, it's fluid, and I'm going to be giving a review upon this tablet, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so here we go. Let's start off by looking over the tablet. It has a 7-inch display and it's like 1024 by 600 resolution, so 600, 1024. It has a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. It has a 3.2 megapixel rear-facing camera. You can see Samsung logo. This is clearly the 8 GB edition, Wi-Fi only. It's a standard TFT LCD display. It's not Super AMOLED or IPS or anything, just standard TFT. On the side, you have a power button. You have volume rocker up and down, an IR blaster, and that's it for this side. On the bottom you have speaker grill, powered or proprietary power adapter and USB adapter, and another speaker grill. On this side you have a micro SD card slot. This does take micro SD cards up to 32 gigabytes, so yeah, really cool. And up at the top you have a microphone plus a 3.5mm headphone jack. And yeah, powering this device is a dual-core 1.2 or actually 1 gigahertz ARM A9 Cortex Texas Instruments, Texas Instruments based processor with like a Power VRX or something like that graphics card and a gigabyte of RAM. This is the same processor that's in the Galaxy Nexus, actually, I do believe. So yeah, powering, or which version of Android it runs out of the box is Android 4.0.4 Ice Cream Sandwich, but it does come with a quick OTA to Jelly Bean. And then yeah, from Jelly Bean I rooted it. Actually I installed Recovery, then installed a rooted version of the stock ROM, and then I got bored of the stock ROM and flashed CyanogenMod, but CyanogenMod was a little bit slow for my taste on this ROM, or on this tablet, so I basically just flashed Carbon. And Carbon seems to run very smooth. Let's turn down the brightness just a little bit so you can see it a little better. Whoops, that's too low. Let's go about halfway. There we go. So as you can see, this tablet is fast, it's fluid, it goes through everything with ease, no recent apps, and yeah, so it's fast, it's powerful, and it meets my needs. It's actually faster than the Venus, which comes as no surprise if you actually look at the real specs of the Venus, but on paper the specs of the Venus should actually outmatch this tablet, but it doesn't. This tablet's 10 times faster than the Venus. So let's talk about battery life. This battery is a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and it is one of the best battery life. My experience with it is the best I've seen on an Android tablet to date. Now my Zoom had a 4,000 milliamp hour, and so did, or around there. I think it was around there. And so did my Venus. This battery outmatches both of those tablets, more so than the Venus, or more so on the Venus than the Zoom. But the Venus, I couldn't get through a school day, and that's from like 6 o'clock to 2 o'clock without it reaching 50% battery. This tablet, I can go to about 8 o'clock at night before it even reaches 49% battery. So yeah, I don't even kill the battery before I go to plug it up at night. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm can't be happier with this battery. It's really good battery life. As long as you're not installing ROMs throughout the day, it's really good battery life. Like, I just installed this ROM, so that's why it's on 56. Like, I've only been it's only been an hour on the battery, but like I've had about 2 hours or so on stock Samsung based ROM, and then I swapped over to Carbon, and the battery stats are a little bit messed up, because basically in order to get a true test of battery life on a custom ROM, you have to let it deplete, charge it up, then then after you charge it back up, you can test the battery life after flashing a new ROM. But I did test it on a stock Samsung based ROM, and it could have lasted me into the second day without or before needing a recharge. So I'm happy with battery life. Storage. This comes with 8 gigabytes of storage, if you can even see that. Yeah, there it goes. 8 gigabytes. It has an SD card slot. But I don't know, I think I need more internal storage, because the way the app system and the file system is configured is you have to install games on your internal storage, like, you know, Nova, Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, and then you only get 4 gigabytes of free storage. If I go in here into system storage, see, there's only total space of 4.59 gigabytes. I have available 1.9, which is not enough to install all my games. But for media, I just have it all on my SD card. That's no problem for me. I don't mind putting my music on the SD card. But games, because like that's the max amount of full featured games I can get, is Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. Once that decides to focus, if it decides to focus, nope, okay. Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, Minecraft, Dead Trigger, and Order and Chaos, which the games play fine. The games are fast and speedy. It's just there's not enough storage with only 4 gigabytes, 4.5 gigabytes of available storage. It's just not enough to cut it. Sorry, wobbling. So that's my only gripe about this tablet. The display is nice and bright and vivid. If I pull it up to max brightness, it's easily visible during the day. I don't have any settings. I don't have any problems with viewing it outdoors or it being not bright enough. Like, I did have a problem on the Elf. The Novo 7 Elf had a horrific display. I couldn't get over how bad of a display that tablet had. But this display is 10 times better. So yeah. So I'm currently running stock Android. I'll go through a software review later at a later date when I do decide to flash back to a stock ROM. But for now, this is basically just a hardware and performance review. But on a stock Samsung ROM, it basically performs decently. There's minimalistic lag in stock Samsung Jelly Bean based ROM, but there's less lag in CyanogenMod or for this case Carbon. I do notice lag though in a Samsung TouchWiz Nature UX ROM. So price point. This tablet is only $200 now, but comparative to the Nexus 7, it all depends on what you want, because Nexus 7, has the quad-core powerhouse of the NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor, but where it's lacking, SD card slot and rear-facing camera. So you don't get either of those with the Nexus 7. And that kind of sucks, but it all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a tablet with a camera, I don't even recommend this one, but if you're looking at a mid-range or mid-size tablet, I should say not mid-range, but mid-size tablet, It all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for performance, go with the Nexus 7. If you're looking for decent performance but overall features, I'd say go with this tablet, because this tablet has like 10 times more features than the Nexus 7. Even on stock-based ROMs, this tablet has more features. So the verdict is, I'd rather get this. I'd rather have a Nexus 7, but that's just me, because I'm a huge gamer and I have to have games going. But then again, Nexus 7 would sort of cripple my process unless I got the 32 gig edition. So, because all my games, because I have like about 6 gigs of music on here, and all my games are totaled up. Each game is about half a gig to 1 gig. So unless I got the 32 gigabyte edition, I kind of would just be out of luck in sort of games and music. And I don't like streaming music. I like to have my music all synced up on my device, to where, because I don't always have networking capabilities. And plus, the school's Wi-Fi blocks most Google applications, which does kind of suck. So yeah, so I did trade up the Venus to get this tablet. So I don't know, let me think. Do you think this is a good trade-off? Yes or no? Leave a comment and tell me. Thank you.